Are you traveling with a baby or toddler soon? This rental service is a total game changer. Hey everyone, I'm Coral and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, click that subscribe button down below and hit the bell for practical tips for a home you'll love. Today we're going to talk all about BabyQuip, what it is, how it works, and my honest review as a client that has used it personally several times. For some quick backstory here, I actually discovered this service through a Facebook ad about a year ago. My husband and I were planning our first big trip with our son, who was 11 months old at the time. We had taken some short road trips with him, but this was our first time traveling on a plane with him and staying somewhere for a whole week. I'm a severe overpacker to begin with, so I was stressing about how we were going to be able to bring everything we needed to keep him well rested and happy for a week away from home. And that's where BabyQuip changed everything. First, let's talk about what BabyQuip is. The best analogy that I can use to describe BabyQuip is that it's like Airbnb for baby gear. Basically, you select the city that you are going to be visiting, and you can rent the baby equipment you need while you are staying there from different providers in the area. You can rent everything from a full-size crib, high chairs, toys, baby monitors, strollers, and car seats. Pretty much everything you need for your baby while you're traveling. So let me show you how it all works. When you go to the website, which I have a link to in the description below, you enter the destination and the dates that you will be traveling along with a delivery or pickup window. You can browse through the different available providers and see the gear they have for rent. Or you can also use the filters to search for a specific type of gear or a brand. Add the items you want to your cart, set up your delivery or pickup, and then check out. When getting your baby gear, you have two options: delivery or self-pickup. If you choose delivery, your provider will deliver everything to your vacation rental, hotel, resort, or even meet you at the airport. One thing to note here is that each provider has a delivery fee. You can see the estimated delivery fee while you are browsing through the providers. Most providers do offer free self-pickup and self-return for their rentals, but you have to keep in mind that some items may not fit in your car. The full-size crib, for example, which is something we rent every time with our son, is pretty large and isn't going to fit in very many cars. Not to mention that once you throw in you, your family, your kids, and all your luggage, you might not have room for very much in your car. In my opinion, the delivery is totally worth the money. You don't have to think about making sure there is room in the car or making an extra stop. Your provider comes to you and sets up the gear for you, so you don't have to worry about it. Every time that we have used BabyQuip, we've stayed in a rental from Airbnb or a similar website, and our providers have set everything up for us before we even arrived at the house. In each case, I texted the provider ahead of time to give the access code for the house, and they set everything up and sent me pictures of it before we even got there. For the crib setup, I was able to send them pictures from the house listing to tell them which room I wanted the crib set up in. That way we didn't have to move it or carry it up the stairs. It was so nice to have everything set up and ready to use by the time we got to the house. My son was able to come into the house and start playing with the toys we rented right away. The BabyQuip website also mentioned that providers are often able to work with the hotel or resort concierge to have your gear ready and waiting for you there as well. And when it comes to the gear pickup, it's just as easy. Based on when you choose your pickup time, the provider might come and pick everything up before you leave. Or if you have an access code to give them, they can use it to pick it all up after you leave. We've done it both ways with different providers, and each way was really easy. One thing I have been really impressed with from BabyQuip is their commitment to keeping their rental gear clean. I am a total clean freak, and often the thought of using somebody else's stuff or renting things kind of grosses me out. And when it comes to my son, I am extra cautious about germs. Every time we have rented from BabyQuip, everything has been incredibly clean. I have been super impressed with how the items we have rented, especially the cribs and high chairs, have felt almost unused. They are so clean. Cleanliness is a top priority for the company, and they have their providers use a 5-step cleaning process to clean all the items that are rented. As a repeat customer, I have certainly noticed and appreciated this extra level of care. Another top priority for BabyQuip is safety. They have a number of measures in place to ensure that the equipment you are renting is safe for your child. One of those measures is monitoring for safety recalls and expirations. On the back end, the website monitors for any safety recalls or when products like car seats are past their expiration and will pull them from the website so they can't be rented. They also have a replacement program for car seats that have been damaged in accidents. The company will replace a provider's damaged car seat with a brand new one so that no unsafe car seats are rented out to customers. As a parent, I really appreciate these steps toward making sure that every item they rent is safe. It gives you the peace of mind that your little one will be safe no matter what you rent from them. Another thing that has been really great with using BabyQuip is the communication with the providers. When you book your reservation, you get a confirmation email that includes your provider's email and phone number so you can get in contact with them if you have any questions or need to make any changes. And often, depending on the provider, they will contact you ahead of your trip to get any additional information about delivery. If they set up the gear for you ahead of time wherever you're staying, they'll usually send a text letting you know everything is all set up, and some will also include pictures of the gear too. And on our most recent trip to Florida, our provider was really great in working with us to move our reservation dates. We were originally supposed to go at the beginning of the month, but a huge hurricane hit and we had to move our trip to a completely different date. I was able to text our provider when we had to change the trip last minute, and she worked with us to get everything squared away for our new dates. The providers really do make it all a smooth process for you, so you don't have to worry about the baby gear while traveling. Overall, I absolutely love this service. It is a complete game changer for parents when traveling with babies and toddlers. I honestly can't imagine traveling with our son without using BabyQuip. We have taken 3 trips with him using this service so far and plan on using it for many more trips to come. It's so much easier to travel without having to lug a ton of bulky baby gear around the airport, and you get to make wherever you're staying feel a little more like home with all the comforts your baby is used to having. Add that to the fantastic providers that make the process super smooth for everybody, and BabyQuip's commitment to cleanliness and safety, and you have the best hack for traveling with a baby. If you like what you heard and want to try out this rental service for yourself, click down below in the description and I have a link to BabyQuip for you. If you want to learn more about the baby products I love and use in my home, click right here for my baby products review playlist. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.